Hi guys, The Independent had a very interesting bit of news on Saturday evening, and it could be something that, while it's not exactly music to Remainers' ears, it could bring down Rishi Sunak's government, and it involves Brexit, but not in the way you might imagine. The article, which I'll link in the description, says that Starmer is warning that members of the Prime Minister's own party, including members of Cabinet, want to undo Brexit and do a deal with the European Union. This has been denied by people like the Chancellor Jeremy Hunt, but it doesn't bode well for the Prime Minister for two reasons. First, if you're a Tory, you don't want the Labour Party undermining your entire reason for having a majority, that of Brexit. Brexit has always been the Tories' trump card against Labour and against Starmer. Ever since Boris Johnson walked into number 10, Brexit was the response to most questions. And while it was later taken over by the vaccine rollout and the war in Ukraine, the Tories would fall back to them being the ones who, quote-unquote, delivered Brexit. So if Starmer is more trusted on Brexit, this could potentially help him in the so-called red wall seats. The second problem is that people like Jeremy Hunt, the current Chancellor, who did vote Remain, have been branded something like traitors to the Brexit cause. Now, I don't believe that he wants to undo Brexit, but a few interviews he gave recently haven't really helped his Tory Brexit credentials. The problem now for the Tories, and Rishi Sunak in particular, is that his party is now seeing that Brexit trump card slip away. We've heard from the headbangers outside the Conservative Party shout from the rafters that Brexit is slowly being undone, whatever that means. Even members of the Tory Party have been saying they fear that there are attempts to drag Britain back into the EU. But what Starmer is doing is probably more damaging by far. He's driving a wedge between the people in the party like Hunt, who realise the damage Brexit is doing and don't want the blame, and the crazy people who still think Brexit has been a roaring success. The Labour leader can present a united front and contrast himself with Sunak, who is herding cats at the moment. The Tories are split over a number of issues, and recently you had Boris Johnson support an amendment that would clearly upset Sunak even more. The party is coming apart, and the best thing Labour can do at the moment is probably give it a bit of a nudge in the right direction. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.